So, what a way to start your motherfucking day, right? Yeah. This was awesome. This was we finally get to see, not on a, I know it's basically the D23 trailer, but hey, it's better than nothing, right? Like, it's legit better than nothing. We're going to be talking about the trailer for Daredevil Born Again, which basically, yeah, Daredevil Born Again, it's the same, yes, it is the same trailer as D23, but it's not like a handy cam, so I can actually see what the fuck I'm looking at. Yeah, and just the fact, can we take into account that Daredevil is back in the MCU? And I don't mean like, oh, yeah, he's just now back, but what about his appearances in Spider-Man and She-Hulk and Echo? I mean in the sense that, like, Daredevil came back into the MCU after, like, Disney tried everything to not acknowledge the Netflix universe, but the fans were, like, very cool with Feige, and were basically like, hey, guys, listen, it'd be really cool if you brought Daredevil back. It was a great show. I think you'll get a lot of views and a lot of fans from it. And I think it would be really nice if you did this. And I mean, yeah, Iron Fist wasn't great, but a lot of it was really good, especially Daredevil. Maybe you can bring Punisher and Jessica and Luke to that universe, to that side. It'd be really cool. Just saying. It'd be really nice. Anyway, nice talking to you. That's how I feel. Like, that's how the majority of the Daredevil movement was. It wasn't like the Snyder Bro movement where it was, like, literally death threats. It's really just cool to see Matt Murdock back. And yes, while it is kind of weird that we're using the subtitle of Born Again, and it has nothing to do with Born Again. We did that in Season 3. I do find it funny that, like, we're using that title, and it's very clear that we're using the fucking the storyline of both Mark Waid's work and Chip Zdarsky. You can clearly see, like, how big of an effect Chip Zdarsky had in his Daredevil run, even though that was pretty recent. Like, that ended, like, less than 2 years ago, I think, if I'm right. And currently Saladin Ahmed has been writing the Daredevil books. So, which I've read the first volume. I have the second volume. I haven't gotten to it yet. But I really enjoyed Ahmed's, just real quick. I've been liking where the direction of Ahmed's storyline is. But, Jesus, this kind of shows of, like, how big of a run, how big of a mark Chip Zdarsky left on Daredevil if we're already using that kind of storylines from his run. Especially with the whole, like, Mayor Fisk. Like, there's no running. He isn't now mayor in this show. And him and Daredevil are having this conversation. And Matt is, he basically says to Matt, like, you stop being a vigilante. And it makes me wonder if we're going to use that storyline that made Matt want to stop being Daredevil from the beginning in the Zdarsky run, where, for those who don't know, if you haven't read it, here's a quick spoiler. Basically, after Matt, in a previous run, had been badly damaged, his body was badly damaged, he was, like, still fighting hard to be Daredevil, and he was trying to stop some thieves. But, however, he accidentally kills one of them, and that makes him, like, go down this whole, like, self-destructive road, and he eventually stops being Daredevil for a bit, and Elektra, that's how we got Elektra to be Daredevil. It was a whole series of events. I'm just kind of summarizing, just kind of like putting it in shorter terms. But yeah, that's basically what happened. So it makes me wonder if, like, that's going to be the thing where he did kill one of these bank robbers, and maybe it will probably be different, but I imagine that's going to be, like, the crux of it. Or maybe he killed Bullseye. I definitely do think that we're going to have some plot lines here and there brought up. It is cool to see Frank again. It's going to be fascinating where we go with him as a character. We did get a snippet of White Tiger, and our big villain for the show isn't Fisk. It's going to be this villain Muse, who Muse did come from, I believe, the Mark Waid run, and I'm not too familiar with him. So it looks like they're kind of going with an anarchy route with him. And I don't mean Anarchy like the concept. I mean Anarchy, the Batman villain. Again, it's been a while since I've read the Mark Waid run, so again, Muse's whole thing is just kind of like, I don't understand his background. Yeah, it's just cool that you can already get the feel of it. Like, you can already get the feel of the show. It's also really good to see Karen Page and Foggy Nelson back. Like, we were all worried, like, yeah, Charlie Cox is back. Where's Foggy and Karen? Like, that was the other... and that's what I really like, is that a lot of the fans were also, like... It wasn't just Cox who they wanted back, and D'Onofrio as Kingpin. It wasn't just those two that they wanted. It was everyone. Like, it was... I forget their names. The actor and actress's names for Foggy and Karen. But they wanted Foggy and Karen back as well. And it's really cool to see them again. Hopefully they play a big role again. And I know this does feel I do have one little caveat, that I do have this fear that it may be just a wee bit overstuffed as a show. But here's the thing, is that thankfully we have, like, what, 12 episodes? 9 somewhere in that ballpark. So, and these episodes are probably going to be long. So I imagine it's probably going, we're probably going to have some good storylines here. Now, could we see other characters like Elektra show up? Could happen. I don't know if it's the original actress who played Elektra, because I've heard rumblings that she got if they are bringing in Elektra, that it was a recast. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true or not. That was just a rumor, so take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, I am very excited for this. I cannot tell you how good it feels to finally see, Daredevil finally coming back to, the TV screen. I've liked what they've done with Daredevil, slowly inserting him into the MCU. But this is going to be great. Like, this is this is going to be a big moment. And I think Marvel and Disney understand that this is going to be a big moment for the character of having this show come back, because it's really clear. It really feels like they might have plans for Matt Murdock in the MCU in the near future. Like, that's kind of the thing. Like, they might have, like, bigger plans for him, for the character in the future, moving forward for the MCU, depending on how well Born Again goes. And here, let me say this. I usually don't shit on a lot of MCU projects, like, right from the get-go. I always wait and see how it goes. Like, I always have this kind of wait-and-see mentality. But I'm gonna say this. Disney, Marvel, Feige, come here. Don't fuck this up! We waited so goddamn long for this show to come back. Do not disappoint. Like, do not disappoint, or I will be in the mindset of, the only MCU project I have truly hated was Thor: Love and Thunder. Don't make it Daredevil Born Again. Please, I am begging you. Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of the trailer for Daredevil Born Again? Are you excited? Are you guys not? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.